Hi guys, welcome to Dr. Knit Podcast episode number 2. This is Monday, February 5th. Delphine is in bed and I'm gonna try to podcast tonight. So I'm Vero. I'm French Canadian. I live now in Philadelphia with my boyfriend Benoit and our little daughter Delphine that will be turning 2 in April. Yeah, I know, it went so fast. That's crazy. So this is gonna be a knitting podcast. I'm gonna talk mostly about what I've been knitting recently and also the new yarn I just acquired. So first I thought I would maybe just wrap up a little bit what happened in our life recently. So we got good news. It's starting to be more concrete or moving to Canada. So job interviews went really well, and hopefully I'll get a more official offer soon. But so we got great news that probably this summer we'll be moving back to Canada. So we're really happy, but really stressed at the same time. We really loved living here in Philly, and especially yesterday with the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. It was really nice to be here. So we're definitely going to be sad to be leaving all of our friends and stuff, but it's to be moving back home because from family, so I think that's going to be really fun. It was a really busy last 2 weeks. Delphine has been working on her motor, so she's been really clingy, so not too much knitting for mommy. It's been really busy. So this weekend we went to the aquarium with her. It was really fun. She had a blast with the hippos and the sharks and stuff. So it was really fun to be able to do more and more activities with her. And it's been really nice. I've been a knitter since almost 2 years now. I think I mentioned that last time. And I wanted to maybe elaborate a little bit about what is knitting for me. So knitting has been such a strong stress reliever for me. I used to be someone that was suffering from insomnia a lot, and unfortunately I had a lot of issues like turning my brain off when I would go to bed or stop thinking about work and stuff like that. So it was really hard for me, in fact, to just kind of relax and enjoy my evening. When I started knitting, it in fact really helped me each night, of course, when I get the time, but to just clear my head and kind of stop thinking about work. And it's been really good for my work-life balance, to be honest. I had a hard time before kind of letting work at work and letting home at home, but it's been really helping me a lot with that. It's been really nice, and the community is so amazing that it also led me to know a lot of people, mostly through Instagram and stuff like that, but it's been really nice. For people that would like to follow me, you can find me on Instagram under VeroGiroux13. I'll put all of these info here in the bottom of the screen. And you can find me also on Ravelry under Coccinella007. And I also created a group on Ravelry, Dr. Knit Podcast, so you'll be able to find all of the show notes on that group. And also I created a question topic, so you guys can chat in there and ask questions if you have anything personal or knitting related or anything that you would like to know about me. So we'll see how that goes. So if you guys like the podcast, please like and subscribe to the channel, so this way it also makes me more out there, and when people are looking for knitting podcasts, it made me more easy to find. So I think I'll just jump in and discuss with you guys the two final finished object I have this week. And the first one I'm really excited about. So it's the So Faded sweater that I've been doing for Delphine, so the pint size. So this is a pattern from Andrea Mowry that has been crazy popular, so I'm sure that all of you guys know about it, but I've been looking really forward to finish that knit. So I was really glad to take that off my needles recently. So that's how it turned out. So I decided to go with 4 colors. So the first on top is from Dragonfly Fibers colorway Riptide. Then we have Malabrigo, Mechita colorway Azul Profundo. And then we have Madelinetosh Merino light in colors Mandala, and we finish with another Malabrigo Mechita in colorway Musas. So this is a sweater that asks for fingering, and I decided to go with single ply. I stayed quite a while with that because I always favor single ply for shawls or stuff like that, and never really risked it for sweaters. But I had those 4 colorways that I thought were fitting really good together, so I gave it a try, and I'm really in love with the finish. The stitch definition is really amazing. So yeah, I'm really happy with the results. So the only thing that I'm a little bit sad about is on the sleeve. We have like 2 quarter stitch bump on this side, and we have only 1 here in the blue color. So this is because when you change colors, I change under at the raglan here. So this way on one side we have 2, and on the other side I have 1. So if I would have to do that again, I would change my color at a different spot. So this way that will happen. Like, it doesn't bother me too much, but still bother me a little bit. So I'm trying to just ignore it and be cool about it. I decided I will sew to the, not a long, a full length sleeve, but kind of a 3/4 or something like that, because I thought she would be wearing that mostly in the spring. So this way it would make it a little bit less warm. So my little disappointment is that her head won't fit in it. Yeah, awesome. After several weeks of knitting, right? To see that that sweater won't even get worn. Yay! So yeah, and I even did Judy's surprisingly stretchy bind off. So I was really sad. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that back. Like, the call was work last. So I think I'm gonna just undo it a little bit. Probably like just keep 1 or 2 rows of ribbing, and then try it again and do it as loose as I can, because I'm missing quite a couple, like I would say at least 1.5 inches. So I'm hoping that that would be sufficient to make it fit. If not, I'll just keep it and either give it as a gift, or keep it for a future progeny that we might have. But I was really hoping to see dolphin in it, so I'll really try and see if I could do something about it so it can fit. But yeah, once I looked though into the project pages, a lot of people were saying that like that size was fitting quite small. So I did the size 2, and Delphine is now in 24 months, so I was hoping it would be big enough. But I think I should have maybe just done the size 4, and then she would have worn it for a while. But yeah, so I'll try to fix that, and hopefully I have better news next time. So that's my first finished object. My second one is a knit I started maybe a week ago. So it's my mom's birthday in a couple of days, and since I started knitting, I really enjoy doing knitting item for my family for their birthdays. So I decided to go with the Burnaby hat from Brooklyn Tweed. So this is such an amazing pattern, guys. I've been looking at this since last winter, but I didn't get a chance to get at it. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be perfect. And Brooklyn Tweed patterns are really long, but so detailed, and you learn so much new techniques. It's always really nice. And that pattern have a DK version as well as a chunky, so that's really nice to be able to knit it more than one time. So I decided to knit it. I went to my favorite local yarn shop, Loop, in Philadelphia here, and I'll put their website in the bottom. They have an online shop if you guys want to check it out. And I got this yarn from the Fibre company that is distributed by Kilburn Woolens in the state, but it's a great yarn that is coming from Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. So this is their Acadia base, and this has baby alpaca, that has merino as well. It's really a nice one, and I love knitting with their yarn. So yeah, so this is the color Rosebay, and that color, it's kind of like raspberry pink red kind of color. It looks really nice, so I'm gonna try to show you guys. Bear with me with here, I had a little surgery beginning of the week, so I have this stupid band-aid on my forehead for a while. But I'm gonna try to show you guys all of the nice pattern, because when I started actually knitting it, I was not that sure, but once you actually put it on your head and it stretch, the cable and the texture you have here just look amazing. It looks like a Christmas tree almost, and you have this nice cable that come here. So yeah, it looks really amazing. I'm really happy with the fit as well. So yeah, that's been a knit that I've been enjoyed a lot. I'm gonna put this back because I know this look awful and you guys don't want to be looking at this for how long I'm gonna be talking today. So yeah, so the only thing I would say though, sometimes I feel like Brooklyn tweed patterns, they try to make things complicated a little bit. So they asked us to do a half twisted rib. And it was my first time doing it, and I heard a lot about the twisted rib, and I know that that looks amazing. But that was calling for half twisted. So I did that. So that just made that like, oh, the light is not gonna adjust. Let's try this again. Yes. So just make it twisted a little bit. But to be honest, I feel like it's quite a lot of work for the little difference it does. So I think what I would do is either, if I have the time, I would do a real twisted rib because that definitely looks amazing and I think it's worth the trouble. But if I don't have time, I would just do a regular 1x1 rib. I think it doesn't make that much of a difference. So yeah, so I really like it, and I'm really into knitting hats right now. I love wearing hats, so I think that's why I enjoy it so much, but I'm quite sure I'm gonna cast that on for myself. I have this beautiful Laiku DK yarn from Julie Asselin in my stash, a really nice like green blue yarn that I think would look amazing. So I'm probably gonna try to cast that on before the end of the winter, or if not, I'm definitely gonna do it in next fall so I can wear it next winter. But yeah, so really guys, just check it out, and it doesn't take a lot of yarn either. So I did that with one skein and like that much more, seriously. I was really sad to have to start my second skein, but yeah, I would say maybe like 150 yards. So with DK that would just have a little bit more yardage than the one I chose, you would be fine with just one skein. So that was really amazing. So yeah, so those are the two FOs I have, and I enjoy them quite a lot. So if not, a lot of my project I didn't touch that much, to be honest, this week, in the last 2 weeks, because like I mentioned, I've been really busy with Delphine and work and surgery and a lot of stuff. But yeah, but I wanted to show you the progress I made on my Gramps cardigan that is for a baby of one of my colleagues at work. So this is the Gramps cardigan from Tin Can Knits. Beautiful knits. You guys already know how much I love them. And last time I just had like the first part, and I think I just had separated the sleeve. So I wanted to show you guys because I started incorporating my contrast color, and I think it looks gorgeous. So I'm gonna zoom in on this first color. So this is Malabrigo Rios Cielo terra colorway, and God, it look amazing. I don't really like brown usually, but that looks so great. I'm so happy with that color. And my contrast color is also Malabrigo Rios in color Azul Profundo. So look how good that looks, seriously. I'm so happy. So I have also one sleeve down. I'm gonna try to power through that. The shower is beginning of March, so I'll definitely gonna have to get on it to be sure it's ready on time. But yeah, I've been enjoying this so much. So that asked for roasted yarn. Sorry, it's getting late. My brain is not here. So I decided to go with superwash merino, just because I love merino. I love superwash, and for baby it's a little bit easier because who knows how much that baby is gonna just vomit on it, then he'll have to wash that all the time. Awesome. So yeah, so this is the one thing I've been working a little bit on, and if not the second thing is a new cast on, in fact. So in one of my little trip to my Loop local yarn shop, I had bought this other Malabrigo Rios. You guys are gonna think that's the only yarn I own. But they had just got new colors. So I got this nice like charcoal, like light gray, dark gray mix that is called, I'm forgetting, Cirrus gray. And Benoit, my boyfriend, have been reminding me several times recently that I've been asking for slippers since quite a while. And it is true, but I've not been into knitting slippers that much these days. But I decided that with Valentine's Day coming, maybe that could be a nice gift. So romantic, right, to give slippers. But anyhow, so I started a little slipper for him. So I did the simple house slippers. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's really simple. You just do kind of a garter in a knit flat, and then you just join that and start knitting stockinette. I do magic loop, but you could definitely use DPN if that's what you're more comfortable with. And then you're just gonna have to seam the back here like that. So it's looking quite good. So that was my knitting during the Super Bowl yesterday. Perfect knitting, no need to think about anything, so I could follow and just start yelling as touchdowns were coming true. So yeah, so that was amazing. So I'm gonna try to finish that by Valentine's Day. We'll see if that happens, but that's my goal. So yeah, so that's about what I had to say, guys. I know, not much knitting, but you know, life happened. So if not, I had two acquisitions I wanted to share with you guys. So like I mentioned, I went to my local yarn shop recently, and I was looking for yarn for the hat I did for my mom. I just showed you before. And I've been wanting to knit with this forever. The Shibui Knits, the new DK, I don't know if it's really new, but it's new to my local yarn shop since a couple of months. Maai? I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. And I got it in the color Imperial. So that's what I was supposed to do the hat for my mom from. But like you guys can see, it's not a regular like twist, like plied yarn, but it's like a little chain. And I've been always willing to try that. But to be honest, for the hat, especially since it was a half twisted rib, it looked so awful, we could not see the stitch at all. So after doing all the rib, so probably 2 or 3 nights of knitting, I decided it was not worth continuing because I really didn't like the results. And I decided to just rip that off and start again with a new yarn. And I think that was the best decision. So that's just gonna go in my stash, and one day I'll find a perfect project for it. If not, just a couple of days after I podcasted, I got a really happy mail day. I had ordered this from Etsy, from Knitting It Up. Maybe I can put it like this so you guys can see a little bit more, even if it's inverted. So yeah, so it's that beautiful DK, superwash Merino. Is it superwash? Yeah. Oh, it's superwash polewart. And that's a kind of a white base with nice like green and purple and pink. And I've been looking for a DK sweater quantity for Delphine since a while, because I have in mind to do either the Snowflake or the Jones cardigan from Think and Knit. And I'm still debating, but I'll see what I decide to do. But yeah, so Knitting It Up. So that's a new company, a new endier from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So her name is Annie. She's a nurse, but she's now at home with her little boy until our maternity leave is over. And yeah, we have a lot of things in common. So yeah, I've been following her up, and I invite you guys to do too. She has a podcast, doesn't podcast that often because knitting mom, right? You do the best you can. It's not that always easy, but yeah, so I really wanted to encourage her and give a try to that new base. I also have a couple other skeins from her that I still have to try. So yeah, so I'm really happy, and hopefully I can get that on the needle quite soon. So yeah, so that's about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget, like underneath here, the little thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you liked it. It's always nice to see that people kind of appreciate a little bit what I do and what I have to offer. And hopefully we can continue that adventure together. So if not, I'm gonna try to podcast probably every 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll see how that goes. I think probably next time I'm gonna try to show you guys my stash, and or I organize it, what I have in it, what I'm obsessed with, and yeah, and I think that could be fun. So yeah, so thank you guys. Have a good evening, and you guys have fun. Bye.